You are watching Playing the Unplayable on Mtgo Academy featuring Planet Walls.
Hey everybody, Planet Walls here. We are back for the deck list. Sounded like I made a noise like a didgeridoo right there. Didgeridoo. I don't know how to spell didgeridoo. Is that it? No. Idoo. Didgeridoo. Yeah, so anyway, we're not playing this card. No Trinket Mage, Minotaur, Didgeridoo combo. For Classic League Qualifier Tournament 2, and I have not yet qualified, so I do need to qualify, I am playing this deck. It has 23 lands, which is probably the best thing it's got going for it, including 4 Wastelands and a Strip Mine, so we got the whole package there. We also are running the gamut of restricted artifact mana producers here. We have a number of basics, 7 actually, and 9 fetches, plus a Tundra and an Underground Sea, and there are some sideboard reasons for that. And so they can also maximize our Brainstorm usage because we have a ton of fetches. A lot of counter magic, including 4 mana drains, 4 missteps, which I think might be about as good as Force Will or better. And then 3 spell snares, which will not serve us very well in our first matchup, but that's okay. So I call this combo Let Her Rip. This is essentially a control deck that has a combo Windcott and Riptide Shapeshifter. So I'll blow this up. Well, we don't need to see that guy yet. So Riptide Shapeshifter. Well, it looks like that guy's becoming a crab or something. It costs 9 mana to pull off total, but it's a 3/3. It sucks. But you name a creature type, and as long as every creature in your deck has a unique creature type, you get to find that thing with Riptide Shapeshifter. So what do we want to find with Riptide Shapeshifter? Well, we can't find Jace because that's a Planeswalker. But we can find Venser if we need him in a pinch. He's a human. Or a wizard, actually. We can find another one of these if we need to, but that's weird. Gilded Drake, which is bugged and so makes everything blue. If we need to take their dude and win, like take their Blightsteel or something, or their Emrakul. We've got Emrakul, which is the only Eldrazi in the deck. This guy is the only beast. He is basically duplicant that's blue, and also gets +3/+3 over duplicant. Wormcoil if we need to gain some life. We can also, like, the benefit of this over Oath, and I'm not sure it's a better deck than Oath, I don't think it probably is, but the reason that I'm playing it at all is that you can hard cast the guys you can get out with Riptide Shapeshifter, except Emrakul, which is very difficult to hard cast in this deck. You can find Platinum Angel if you feel like that's going to win you the game, Consecrated Sphinx for the grindy control matchup if you already have an Emrakul. But again, remember, you can hard cast these things, which is why they're more relevant. If you were only Riptide Shapeshifting into big stuff, then you would never be playing Consecrated Sphinx. You would only be playing, like, Emrakul's Progenitus, and other stuff like that. So sideboard has 3 cards that are good in Dredge matchup, but also good in other matchups, and 2 Yixlet Jailers, which are good in the Dredge matchup. And so you can cast these off the Polluted Deltas. The Underground Sea, which you can find from the 9 fetches, or you can Riptide Shape it up, which is also fine. Kataki is good in the artifact matchups like Affinity for the same purpose. You can also hard cast them off of a Tundra. And we have another True Name Nemesis for certain matchups where we want to protect the ground. And then we've got 3 Revokers for matchups where Revoker is good, and we can basically play a quicker aggro route with Revokers, and also search this up if we ever need to. There's a 4th Spell Snare in the board for the matchups where that's good, 3 Energy Flux for the artifact-related matchups, and then a Cataract Leviathan if we're playing against a matchup where we want to bounce everything. And so that's decent against Oath and some of the artifact matchups. You can also unearth this guy. I had some other cards that were in here before, Stormtide Leviathan, similar things, but none of them seem very good in the end. So, kind of an experimental deck. Would it probably be a better deck if I just cut the Riptides and played, like, better cards in the top of my curve? Yeah, probably. But we're here to have fun. This is Playing the Unplayable, and Riptide Shapeshifter probably qualifies since it's a 3/3 for 5. It's in Snid range. So I will see you guys for round 1 here very shortly. It is against Enric, and I will show off his deck in a moment when I record that match. So I'll see you then.